Consulting. This is Whitney from Monarch Pharmacy. Whitney, you and I worked together for a couple of years now.
We have.
My role in Monarch Pharmacy was to improve the communication across the teams,
Yes.
and inside the teams, with a view to generating a better financial result ultimately. Give me your thoughts of what it was like. No, we had a good business before.
We did. We'd had a good business.
But it's different now. So what's it like now?
So now we found previously that we didn't really have a leadership structure per se within each workforce, each of the 3 pharmacies. Whereas now, we had our retail managers, but we always need that extra support. So for example, in our store here at Westlands, we have got 5 leaders within the store that we can bounce our ideas off, feel like we've got the confidence, the knowledge, to be able to express those ideas.
I would also say with the leadership team, so from my point of view, from an outside looking in, I needed to know that I had coverage of the whole shop. So I needed the front of shop, some pharmacy. I need enough talent to go, if I'm looking at you guys and you're telling me what's going on, that I've got the whole business covered.
Yep.
That probably helped some silos that were there inside the business.
100%. There was always the division between shop, dispensary.
Yes.
You've stolen my staff, I need this staff.
Do you think that would be common in pharmacy everywhere?
I do think so,
Yes.
because even working as a junior here, I noticed that
Yes.
sort of division per se to a point. It was never nasty, it was just, they were always busy, so shop needs help, but shop are just as busy, and so there was always that conflict. Whereas now, because we've got a leader from dispensary,
Yes.
as well as a pharmacist leader, as well as a shop leader and a stock control is a part of our leadership too,
Yes.
it sort of brings those 2 areas together, and we now see ourselves as one store. We're no longer, shop this, dispense that.
And when you get that synergy, which is what I'm looking for in my leadership teams, then the employees or the staff that are to effectively implement the strategies of the shop. I've got more consistent leadership, I've got more eyes and ears in the business, so I've got a better story in terms of how that talent pool is performing and where our issues are.
Better communication.
Right. And communication across the lines, where I've got pharmacists telling the right stories to my front of shop so they can say the right things in front of customers so they solve some of the problem before it even gets back to the pharmacist.
Yeah.
And you get that building on it.
Yeah. So us as leaders building our confidence in ourselves,
Yes.
to be able to push that down to our workers, has made it a completely different place.
And here's something that I think is important. We worked together for a couple of years, and now I've been out of the business for some time. And in fact, you guys continue for must be nearly a year, close to. And what's it been like since I've left and you guys have continued?
So pretty much the same. We used to have a weekly meeting. We don't do that anymore because in our Westland store, we're all together daily anyway. So if there is an issue...
So you've gone from more weekly because you needed to report to me to daily. It's a tactical thing.
Well, our thing
it should be a daily thing.
Our thing too is when an issue does arise, we tackle it then and there.
That's
so
right.
we will say, right, 10 minutes in our office, let's have a chat. We need to solve this issue now.
It's a great adaptation.
So it's done. We don't have to bring John in. We don't have to bring Caroline, the operations manager, in. If it's something that we can do ourselves, we nut it out straight away. So we're in constant communication in our store.
I'd say you've improved since I left.
And then as the 3 stores, we get together monthly.
Yes.
Which is vital. And then we have senior management as well, and we get together weekly with John.
Yeah,
So
right.
The communication is well and truly there.
From my point of view, so I needed my owner who's got to supply me with high-level strategy. I needed him to have a mechanism by which he can inform the business and keep a loop going in terms of how it's progressing, and keep his time down on it. So that weekly cycle allowed him to express strategy, and then you guys were able to implement it after that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well done. Well, thank you very much, Whitney, for your time. I know you're a busy lady, so that's Evan signing off. This was Whitney from Monarch Pharmacy.